Wednesday morning, how's everybody? Finally got another few hours of sleep. Everything's going good. I'm going to show you a few finished knives that I finished up yesterday. And I've got to run into town tomorrow, so they will go to the post office tomorrow. It has rained here almost every day this week and over last weekend. So it's not supposed to rain today, very small chance. So I have got to get out here and try to get my mower going somehow or another. I've got a jungle out here and around the house. I'm going to try to do that today. I've got a few more knives to get done, and hopefully I'll be done with them by the weekend. This weekend is very busy. We have the wake to go to Saturday and funeral on Sunday, and we're going to concentrate on that this weekend. But in the meantime, I got to get as much done as I can. So if your knives are a little bit late, I'm sorry. Bear with me. They're in the works. They're not far from being done. Maybe I can get them today. I don't know. Tomorrow, after I figure out this mower thing. All right, first one, Todd fillet knife. Dark handle. Got dust on it. There you go, sir. Right there. You requested no sheath. So there it is. Now this is a dark hickory. Very, very hard wood. Do you a good job. Should stay sharp a long, long time. Another fillet knife, William. Now this one I used some of that spalted tiger maple that I had. There you go. Very, very pretty handle. Basically the same knife as the last one I just showed you. Same material. Will stay sharp a long time. I know the camera really won't pick up the stripes and the figure it in the handle, but you'll see it when you get it. And standard belt sheath. A Chip, my friend Chip, you get the deal of the year. I'm going to take some pictures of these before this one anyway, to go on the website. You wanted a Wallace 1 with an antler handle. There it is. And I say you're getting the deal of the year because you're getting Damascus. There it is. Now you said you might be a little rough with it. Maybe not reaper rough. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I wouldn't go that far with even a chopper myself. But anyway, it's yours. Once you get it, do what you want. Now this is a heavier knife. I had that last Damascus billet I had. Turned out very, very, very nice. Very sharp. Now, along with the deal, I'm going to add something. Don't worry about money, you're paid in full. Don't worry about that. When you go to hunting camp, bushcrafting things like I think you go to, any of that kind of stuff, all your buddies, wherever it might be, show it off for me. Try to sell me some of these. Now the Wallace 1 in Damascus, these are going to be expensive, but that's a big chunk of steel right there. These are going to be around the $300 range in the future, once I get them on the website and get them priced. So there you go. That will be on the way out to you tomorrow. And if you see this, send me an email, let me know if you want me to put your lanyard in there. I will if you want. I've got the material. Some people like them, some people take them off and throw them away. So if you want one on there, just tell me and I'll stick one on there. I may stick one in the way for the picture. Alright, that's going to do it for this morning. I've goofed around out here long enough. I've got to get out here and get this mower out. And I'll be back this afternoon to let you know whether or not I got it fixed. If I get too irritated with it, I'll just put it away and come back in here. And plus before it gets too hot. I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, lawnmower deck is off. I think I have found the problem. This bolt right here, which controls the idler pulley, or the one that controls the when you turn the blades on and off. It's a lot of flop in there. I think that bolt is loose, because when it goes back, see all that play in there? That shouldn't be there. I think as it's turning, that's flopping up and down and throwing it off. Now if we can see right here, I don't know if that groove is supposed to be there or if it has worn in place, but what I'm going to do is try to tighten this first. Let me turn it over and look, see if I can tighten that up. And I think that is the biggest problem. Then of course I've got the compressor out here. I'll blow everything off, clean it off good. Since it's off, I'll turn it upside down and put new blades on it. It's easier to do this way than it is to prop the mower up with a stick and do it by myself like I normally do. But hopefully this will work. And we'll check back with it in a minute. Okay, there's still a whole bunch of play in there. I'm thinking that has worn down to where it won't tighten, so I'm going to take this off and maybe put a washer in there and see what that... On second thought, I thought the nut was welded to here. It's not. The whole thing is spinning, so I'm going to get a wrench, 9/16 wrench, and put underneath it, hold it, and see if it won't tighten. Maybe I won't break nothing. Alright, that didn't work. So I took it off. The washer that's in there has worn down to basically nothing. That is paper thin. Now I think I have some washers this size. I'm going to go in and look. And I'm going to put one in there because it acts like it only needs just microbes, not a lot. But this, I do know this has got to be still. It can't be flopping around like it was. So let's go hunt some washers. I think I got a box of them, because every time I need one I have to go buy a box. Y'all know how that is. But sorry about so many clips, but we're gonna fix this thing one way or another. Alrighty, I think I got it. I shimmed it up a little bit. That's right in line with this one. It appears to be a little lower on this one, but I can't really tell. This is the one I replaced a couple years back, but I think a little bit of movement, but not much. It's not flopping like it was. So maybe that's that. Now let's turn it over. Alright, now I got to clean out all this junk and put the new blades on, then we will reinstall and see what happens. That's all I know to do. If that don't work, I don't know. We just live in a jungle, I guess. Alright, I got the underneath cleaned off pretty good. Got the spindles cleaned off. Now a lot of people ask me, why don't you just sharpen the blades instead of replacing them? Well, I'm going to show you. Because we live in the land of sand. As thick as the grass is, we have sand everywhere. This is a new blade versus the ones I took off, which have cut my grass and my son-in-law's grass and my daughter's grass about 3 times. That's it. See how much it's wore off? Right there. That's why we have to replace blades so often. Well, there's one. Let me get these installed and let's look at the other one. I think the other one's worse. About the same. See, and then the ends will wear off. And when you cut down a pretty thick stretch, it will leave a gap about that big that you got to go back and get. So this is one reason too why so many people want to trade me lawnmower blades for knife material. One thing, they're not the best steel there is for knives. Plus I have probably 50 of these, and I have about 100 that a guy brought me a while back, and here and there I bet I've got, I would dare to say I have 300 to 400 lawnmower blades. So that's why I don't trade lawnmower blades. But anyway. Alright, let me get these on here, get them mounted, and I'll get the deck back on it and let's see what happens. I'm not sure it's fixed, but we'll see. Alright, as long as it's running, it'll run. Belt came off again as soon as I shut it off, so I have no idea. Anyway, if I can get it going and long enough to cut the grass, so we'll worry about it later. I thought it was fixed, but I guess not.